Hey everybody, welcome back to the Vice City Let's Play. You'll notice I'm using the same tone of voice that I use when I'm doing other Let's Plays, where I record them beforehand. I get really close to the microphone and I say, look at this little village over here, look at whatever. I'm not quite sure what's going on with the kind of bit rate of these videos. I have in fact increased the my recording bit rate pretty high. Maybe I need to make it lower. If anyone has any good tips on how to record good video from Vice City, let me know. I'm having a hard time with it because it doesn't look bad when I'm playing the game. But it's, as you can see, a little bit rough in the thing. Not to call out my own failures, but you know, last time we had a guest. This month I'm very busy. I didn't have time to get a guest, so you're just getting me hanging out and doing some of the cool stuff that we do. What I really liked about, and what many people liked about Vice City, I think to begin with, is these motorcycles. I've been riding motorcycles a few times during this Let's Play, and I haven't talked about it at all, but this is like a huge deal. The ability to ride a motorcycle and do cool motorcycle stuff. But we're going to go into a mission here. 4 iron. Seems like an interesting thing to do here. We're in a construction site, obviously. There's a mysterious limousine, deeply inconspicuous, of course. We're getting a little what, a Tex Avery? that's not his name. We're getting a Texas Tycoon kind of style kind of guy here. Kind of a stock character in this universe. There's property business, and he's talking about dirt and all that kind of stuff.
Well, I need some tenacious bastard to let go of some dirt.
This game partially is responsible, or part of the, I guess, the world building of the game is that Grand Theft Auto 3, which came out, a year or two previous to this game, had all kinds of interesting characters and people, and this game, of course, is taking place about 20 years earlier, and so we're actually being introduced to some of those characters through this property character. We're going to get some of that later, I think. But now we gotta make our way there. We're basically just intimidating some people again. Or actually, I think we might have to do some murders, which is bad. But look, we're just zipping around here and going. I like this big Bronco, like this full-size Bronco. I think what's really cool about Vice City over Grand Theft Auto 3, and one of the interesting benefits, look at that skyline. Look, you can draw distance is just right. I don't think it was that way on the PlayStation 2. But, sorry. What I think is cool about this game is that you can, whereas Grand Theft Auto 3 had lots of cool vehicles, they were mostly genericized, right? There weren't really, maybe the Mafia vehicle, maybe that's kind of like a Mercedes, and maybe, I don't know, I'm having a hard time. Some of the sports cars match up to real life sports cars, but for the most part, there weren't very many, cultural vehicles, right? Vehicles that evoke a time and a place, because it's the kind of generic early 2000s. But the 80s, right? Partially the way that they're capturing the 80s in this game is by putting it in conversation with vehicles, and kind of filling out the world through vehicles. But look, there's this guy, and he's got some golf, so we're like cutting over there to show me what's up, and then I gotta equip my hammer or whatever to do it. Look, we got this cool little camera angle change in order to get rid of my my gun. You can't take that onto the golf course, but we're gonna run over here and we're gonna get in this golf cart and we're gonna zip on by. And so there's also a wide diversity of vehicles in this game. We haven't even begun to see the different ones that we can have, but I like the golf cart quite a bit. Something you'll notice, maybe not here, but later, because I am of course recording this after the fact. Something you'll notice at some point is that due to something on the PC version, or maybe some sort of configuration I've done, my Tommy Vercetti seems to have, which is the name of the character, of course, seems to have, I tried to jump in there and it wouldn't let me, but seems to have like more mass than other people. Oof. Clearly not that much mass. And so he has more mass, and so like it makes vehicles do weird things. I have a good example later in this video to show you, but yeah. So look, you can like push that golf cart over. That shouldn't be able to happen. Trying to push it around, trying to. Oh gosh, this dude's just rolling up and hitting me. I only have 6 hit points. You can see up there in the top right. So this is actually a pretty dicey situation. If they pull me out again, I will die. But so there's this guy, and he's just driving around. He's just in a panic. Because he knows Tommy Vercetti's coming for him. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to run up here. I'm going to get some health, conveniently here. I'd probably have to go through like an infinite training mission or some weird thing. If this were Grand Theft Auto 5, I'd have to go eat some hamburgers. If this were San Andreas. But it's not. So I'm able to zip on over here and just run it. But look, I'm hitting that guy, and I feel like that's maybe an outsized effect. In any case, he's going to zip around and do his business for a minute. And you can see how just terrible I am at. Look, I'm just awful at driving this thing. Whoop, whoop, whoop. See, I was trying to bump him into the ocean here. No one can swim. Of course, it's a critical part of this game. And so, you know, I just follow him around and hope I can make his life bad. Truly doing a terrible job here. But I think that this is a good sample of like the kind of missions that are in Vice City that kind of aren't in Grand Theft Auto 3. There's a lot of like, you got to go here, you got to do a particular kind of thing, you know, because we were talking about last episode, there's kind of variety in this game. But the for whatever reason, the systems that underlie the game just maybe aren't all the way there to make this variety super strong. So can I get him? Nope. Couldn't get him. Couldn't pull him out of the cart. Got some dirt on my screen there. Some water. And so he's going to get out. You know, these dudes are going to try to fight me. I got to run my way out. I got to get my gun. So, whoop. So I like replaced his driver. And they were like, no, you don't. So now I gotta clonk him with the thing. Boom. Mission over, right? No, Oh, so yeah, so I got a country club outfit now, which I'm wearing. But, you know, no ceremony here. No cutscene at the end of the mission, nothing like that. Just hard, cold Tommy Vercetti action. It's like good stuff, too. I don't know why I stopped here in this recording. I don't know why I decided that... Oh, well, here we go. But gosh, just look at the skyline. I think what's so cool about this game is that it really does have that kind of... I don't know. It's a city that has industry, but it's not a city of industry, and so it has all these kind of seedy underbellies, and especially all these like apartments and things like that. You have a sense, much more, I think, in this game. You have so much more of a sense, as opposed to Grand Theft Auto 3, of that there's a plurality of different people who live in the city, and that you know, everyone kind of exists in a different way. There were kind of big regions for that, kind of the 3 different islands basically you could go to in the
I got a problem, and I reckon you can help.
in you know, unlocked. But in this game, I think already in this first zone, we have this stuff. But so now we're going on a different mission for this fella, and the whole pitch of the mission is basically getting rid of a building. Now this is one of several missions in the Grand Theft Autoverse that involves like remote piloting some sort of drone operation. And just to be perfectly frank, it's terrible. Anytime you got to drive a little vehicle in Grand Theft Auto, it's annoying, it's terrible, it barely works. I'm playing this on PC, of course, and the major benefit, and I'm talking major benefit, of being on the PC platform is that you got mouse controls, which are fairly accurate, which are pretty good, at least compared to the thing. Because good God, you know, trying to do this on the old-fashioned PS2 controller back when I was the most frustrated teenager on the planet Earth was just awful. It's just truly terrible. And I have edited some of it out, but this took me more than one time to do. It's actually took me a couple times, not just because of the way that the way that it works, but because I actually had a glitch. I think I actually left that in, so we can see that in a second. But I'm going to fast forward through a lot of this. I'm going to keep it on the screen just so you can see me doing it. But this is me just trying to figure out how the buttons work and where the hell I'm supposed to be going. Lo and behold, you're supposed to go in through the bottom, not in through the top. I didn't know that, so you can see me just checking out the beautiful Vice City sunset while not knowing what I'm doing. But let's speed it up a little bit because it's just me piloting a helicopter with a timer over on the right and a lot of targets to hit. There's 4 targets. Good God. And here we go. So you can see me just zipping along here, but look how much time this takes. One, because you got to drop these little things. You do get to listen to the radio while you're doing it, which I think is interesting. Okay, so here actually, I just looked at the time code to check it out. So I actually do edit out the weird glitch that I have, but I get very close to the end here, and I beef it because one of the pieces of dynamite that I need to be picking up has actually spawned underneath my vehicle. And there's no way to, like, as far as I know, there's no way to, like, land this thing and then keep it going. So I've actually spliced together a couple takes here in order to show you what's up. So you know how the mission goes. But good God, just talk about a frustrating thing. And it will not be the last frustrating mission that we experience here in Vice City. Yeah, so you can see it blinking there. These dudes are running at me, these construction workers, and I'm just chopping them up with my blades. But yeah, so you can you can go up here, and I'm making a huge mistake because you can actually go straight up there, up through the stairwell. But I didn't know that. So I'm just making huge errors. You only have so much time. But, it's just how it goes. And so, that's where my thing blows up. Oh, but here, we're right back the next time I do it. Yeehaw. And let's get over here to my last target. So I'm just skipping some stuff. And it blows this building up. All in the name of real estate war. All's fair in love and real estate war, of course. We all know that. I love that... that fire truck blowing out of there. We will at some point, I'll do maybe one episode that's just going around and doing the professional missions in this game, which are going and being a firefighter. Oh yeah, so here, something has happened. You can see my thing is about to blow up. Something's happened in this game where I can't reverse for some reason. And sometimes, I don't know why, I think maybe it's a keyboard setting. I don't know, something like that. But I can hold the brake and the gas, and it does these wild wheelies. So it's something going on with the PC version. I'm not exactly sure why it's happening. It doesn't seem to really affect gameplay, but it does make for some fun things to occur. I've gotten better at using it, which is pretty fun. But yeah, we just gotta go turn this thing back into this fella over here, and then we'll be ready to go. Oh, look at that. Actually, we don't have to turn anything back in. Look, this is the difference between classic games, y'all. In classic games, when you had a sweet Bronco with wood pedaling, yeah, so you see I could not... Yeah, look. This is cool. I don't know why this is happening. It's basically the front wheels, the brakes are going, but the back wheels are accelerating fast enough. I don't know. I don't remember this being the case in any other version of the game, but if anyone has an explanation for that, please let me know. So yeah, we're just zipping along here, trying to figure out what's up. We are making our way, every time I want to say making our way downtown, every single time. Never fails, I want to say the words making my way downtown. We're passing on the left and the cops are running into us. I actually love the design of the cop cars in this game. I don't know if that kind of green design, I don't know if that's historically accurate or if that's from Miami Vice or something like that. But I really like that green and the tan suit. It gives a good difference of vibe between the cops of, what do you call it? Liberty City and the cops of Vice City. So look, I can barely reverse, so I have to whip this thing around in a weird way. But in any case, we're on our way over to, so we've kind of exhausted. Yeah, so look, I'm trying to learn how to use my newfound abilities for ill. But we're on our way to a different quest giver, because the quest giver that we have right now is kind of tapped out for the moment. also said quest giver, which maybe is not the right thing, but the person that gives us missions. What's interesting, I think, about Vice City, this happens a little bit in Grand Theft Auto 3, but Vice City really hammers on it. Whoop, and we're on to the next one. I figured out what I was doing. But what's a little bit different is that there's a lot more kind of wax and wane in the story of who you're working with, and sometimes people will drop off for a very long time, and then you come back, which isn't really the case in Grand Theft Auto 3. There's a couple times where things drop and come back, but for the most part, you're on one or two people until their quests deaden at the end. So we're basically being sent here on a hit toward Gonzalez. It's only right that you kill Gonzalez. Because, so he's telling us that remember, the whole deal, right, is that Tommy Vercetti was coming to Vice City. He's coming to get he's bringing money to buy Coke. And he got here, and they stole his Coke, and they stole his money. That's bad. That's like the opposite of what he wants. So we're going to go, hopefully, or at least hopefully for Tommy Vercetti here, get revenge for that. And here we go. I mean, we're zipping our way on down. This is legitimately, actually, factually not the way to go. But I think you'll probably see me drive over this a few times over the course of this game. Run into a taxi cab, of course. So we're on our way to get Gonzalez and make him pay for what he's done. So you'll notice, this is something that Stephen Kears pointed out last time, that I'm like blazing through these missions. And some of that's editing, right? So I do it one time and then figure out how it works and then do it again. And we'll actually see a couple attempts from me, I think, on the next mission. But for the most part, it's just that as a full-grown adult, this game is easy compared to how difficult it was. There's something to be said about, like, maybe my hand-eye coordination got better, or maybe I'm just like willing not to drive down the sidewalk everywhere. Got those reflexes now, honed from years of gaming. That makes me, just good at it. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, we're passing by this pizza shop, which is really good, and we're going to drive down here. Boop, 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 boop. The reason we're coming this way, so that's like a make time go slower thing. I'm grabbing it because I'm pretty sure that I think my belief here was that there'd be guards in the front, but I don't think there are any guards in the front. No, there's not. So I'll just go over here. I'm of course just ran by a cop. So it's just classic running down the road in front of a cop with a chainsaw kind of attitude. I'm here. I just said that, and here they are, coming to get me. Look at that. So look at this effect here. I think it's pretty wild. This like sploshing in front of me. I gotta run. Gotta go down on the street here behind him. Stand still and I'll make it quick. We got that real Ray Liotta-ism going on here. He's just flailing down the block. So the easy way to catch up, right, is to unequip the thing and then get in front of him. Maybe punch him a little bit, knock him down before you chainsaw him. He won't fight no matter what, which is, it's sad. The whole thing's sad. Violence is bad, y'all. I think what's interesting is that, there's a lot of discourse about whether Scorsese-style films, right? Scorsese and Scorsese-style films, I guess both of those things. They're obviously critical of, whoa, he really flipped up into the sky there. They're obviously critical of, got 2 stars here. Critical of violence, critical of the people, right? The whole point of Goodfellas is really that no one learns anything, which is like pretty horrifying. So a lot of people say, well, that's supporting or that's valorizing these figures and things like that. I think there's a good, healthy debate to be had there. Whatever we think about how narrative functions and the ethics of certain narratives. I think that's a conversation that people can have just fine. But what I think is interesting is there's no way to make that case for Vice City. I think it's very hard to be like, there's something bigger going on here. I don't think there is at all, which is pretty fascinating because it's almost like Vice City and taking that kind of Scorsese crime formula and then reproducing it in a new object kind of proves the point that these aren't critical objects. You just saw me do a sweet donut there using my can't go backwards, have to do a donut trick. So check that out, y'all. That's skill. You're seeing people build player skill right in front of you. It's basically Sekiro. So yeah, we're just going back now. That mission is completed. We got rid of the stars. It was basically almost a little tutorial at the end of that mission to explain to us how we go and use the paint shop there. And now we're on our way. Going back. We're going to go back to the same spot to do yet another little quest. I don't know why I'm calling them quests. This is Skyrim, basically. I was gonna make a pun, but I couldn't come up with one. Sunny Blue Skyrim. That's terrible. That's awful. But yeah, so this is just kind of the nitty gritty of the game here. I mean, we're in it. We're trying to do these things that Tommy Vercetti needs done in order to make his life good again. I think it's kind of a special, little. Whoa, that was interesting. So yeah, the physics for this game, I think it might have to do with the frame rate I'm playing the game at. I believe I'm playing this game at 60 frames per second, and so it could be that the frame rate messes it up. I was trying to see if I could zip around the corner there. I definitely could not. But we're going back one more time to the same kind of the guy who's taking us under his wing. Yeah, look at that turn. Taking us under his wing in order to help us figure out what happened to our money. Keep saying our. It's Tommy Vercetti's money. It's not my money. Oh, I need to take a big sip of Blip Roasters coffee. You can go to bliproasters.com. You can use the promo code CMRN10 to get 10% off your order. The El Salvador blend. I put some honey in it. It didn't need it, but I just thought, dang, honey, y'all. But look at this thing. They're you see some sort of snout of a creature, which is weird. Tommy Vercetti's getting called the Pompous. He's like a big old Pompous grass. Ha ha ha. But now we got to go. We got to go do a little favor for him here in Miami, where things are done differently. Oh, I said Miami. It's not Miami. It's Vice City. So yeah. Oh, this guy's name's Cortez. I think I keep forgetting to say that. So we got to go get a courier. Who? Well, we'll talk. We'll see it in just a second. There's a courier at the mall. We just gotta go to the mall. That's like not hard, right? Look. Tommy Vercetti is so beefy that he can like push that car around, which seems to suggest something weird is going on. But here we go. We're zipping our way on around, and we're headed to the mall. So in just a minute, I'm going to splice some stuff together so you don't have to see me do this too many times. But I did do this mission, I think, 3 times, which was very annoying because it's harder than you might think. You can see on the map, or on the screen, they really want me to go to ammunition to pick up a gun here, and I don't believe I did that. Directly in front of me, I did not do that, but I don't even think I did it beforehand. So this is the courier, and we meet him, and he's sacre bleu. He's got some ideas about him. And look, there's some dudes up there. What are they? Uh-oh. It's some stolen French stuff. Golly, y'all. Calling me an American idiot? Don't want to be an American idiot. So anyways, I'm chasing this dude down, like trying to punch him. He got sleepy and tired, but there's dudes with SMGs, and also he ramped off of me with the speed of 1,000 suns. And these dudes just got me here. So let's go back one more time. Let's try it again. You can see I've got an Uzi here. Let's try to get this guy. Gotta do a little bit of defense. There's a guy in a purple suit who I thought for sure was him, but in fact was not. It was just a guy in a purple suit. So gotta run out here, and you might think, oh, it's just chasing him down the block again, like the previous mission we did. You see I also got some armor up there in the top right. So you think, oh, gotta chase him down the street? No, monsieur. We have to get on a motorcycle and chase him. Whoop. And yeah, so that's what this mission is. It's now because we've already had a couple like this, but it's like, go do a thing, defend yourself, and then go do another part of the game. And eventually, Vice City, I think, is really good design-wise about giving you lots of different kind of discrete tasks in one mission, which was very frustrating when you played on the PlayStation because there was zero checkpointing within a mission. So if you failed anywhere, you just died. I guess that's still the same in the PC version, but I'm better at video games now. So got these guidance chips, kind of unclear what they're for. They're for spiritual guidance. And getting on my motorcycle and zipping away. Got a lot of cops here. But just got to take them back. This is one of the few missions where you got to, because we have such a high wanted rating there. We got 2 stars. So this is one of those missions where getting back is part of the whole deal. So here we go. We're going to scooch our way all the way back to where we're supposed to go. Taking this corner patiently, nicely. And it's gonna be pretty good. Okay, well, we're getting close to the end of the episode, so thanks so much. If you're watching this, when it comes out, you are, of course, a Patreon backer. Thanks so much for doing that. It really does make a big difference. It's allowed us to do all kinds of cool stuff, really expand and really both buy some things and just like compensate more fairly the people we work with. We're really happy about the level of compensation we're able to do, but we can do so much more every time we collaborate with someone. You can go to rangetouch.com to see other stuff, and you can go to twitter.com/rangetouch to see what I am up to and see what Michael is tweeting all the time. Yeah, thanks so much for checking this episode out, and I'll see you on the next one.